Let's go to the Telegraphs. This is Prince William reportedly unhappy with the Netflix show because we're in that period in the Crown now when Charles and Diana's marriage is on the rocks.
Yeah, so actually, I think this article is a bit disingenuous, which is not something I would usually say. But we know how Prince William feels very strongly about the interview, the Bashir interview with Diana, the BBC interview, which was basically faked, and she was manipulated into doing it. And he's come out, kind of unequivocally said, it should never be shown again on the BBC. And the BBC have agreed, actually, to that. But actually, in this piece, he hasn't directly said it shouldn't be part of the Crown. A source has said, we know what he thinks about the BBC, and therefore we can presume what he would think about Netflix profiteering. But he hasn't actually said that, so I think it's really important to make that distinction. But I think it does raise the ethical issue of how do you portray something that at the time was, itself a lie? It'd be interesting, because if Netflix have done it in a way that is such... they kind of portray the interview and then they show the backstage of it with the things that weren't ethical about it.
Reportedly, that is what they're going to do,
Which would make sense then, wouldn't it? Because that would actually make it even more tragic. What happens? She's basically manipulated. That's the truth. She was manipulated into it. And then she starts to get paranoid and then things fall apart.
And this is where we get confused, because people treat it as a documentary series and it's a drama.
Well, exactly. And ultimately, the Crown has been around for a long time now. It has its own kind of artistic licence. You can feel what you feel about it, but it isn't facts and it isn't history.
Yeah.
So, but I think the important point about this is that Prince William hasn't actually said that. So.
No. Fair point. I still have never seen it.
No, it's very good. Very, very good. And I think it's really been watched a lot in the past month, obviously, since the Queen's passing.
Yeah, it's gone right up to Netflix. When you go on Netflix, it tells you, what's hot right now, and The Crown is right up there for obvious reasons.
And apparently she watched it.
It is
reportedly.
It's fascinating to watch it and think, what do they think of it?
Yeah.
That's always at the back of your mind.
You would be tempted, wouldn't you? If it was a programme about yourself.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
You wouldn't want to watch that.
No.
No, you would. Come on.
No. Can you imagine sitting there saying, well, that isn't right, and that isn't right, and that isn't right?
It would spoil your enjoyment a little bit.
I'd just get annoyed. I mean, I don't read all that sort of
Unless
nonsense
they put
on
a positive
Wikipedia
spin.
and all that sort of thing, which people just sit there and make up.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean any of it's true.
I think it is generally very beautifully done, but I do think, as you say, Nikki, I wonder how they feel watching it, especially Prince William and Prince Harry. I mean, for a mother who's no longer here,
Yeah,
to watch those really painful last few months, it must be really, really difficult.